Good morning, good morning, good morning. Basic training exercise class. Again, class for beginners to advanced. You can always take any of these movements, any of these exercises that we have in our circuits, add some resistance, add some weights, some bands, etc. to your level. And then you also up the intensity if you are a little bit more advanced in your fitness journey. So again, my name is Phil Harding with H5 Wellness. I am a certified personal trainer and fitness coach. I guess that's the same thing, right? Certified personal trainer and nutrition coach. Get that right one of these days. And then, so every Saturday we put on these classes. I also post the replays up later in the day for anyone who want to catch the replay and do these at home. So these are circuit style classes and fitness to get some movement into your day. Today is going to be a little bit different. Typically we have a little bit more high intensity, a little bit more action and cardio. Today I'm going to focus a little bit on more of stretches and building our foundation, working on stability and movement, really adjusting our movement patterns and building the foundation moving forward, especially as we get older, we want to work more on that foundation, more on our balance. So I'm going to focus a little bit more on those kind of exercises today. So I'm going to get right into it. We're going to start with our warm-ups, do 2 rounds of a circuit, and then do a couple stretches to cool down as usual. So before we get going, acknowledge yourself for being here. Again, whether it's live or the replay, acknowledge yourself for taking the time out of your day for yourself, your wellness, and your future. So here we go. We're going to start with our arm circles. We're going to start warming up those joints. We're going palms down forward first. We're going to start warming up those joints, getting that body moving. It's kind of early for some people, so let's start getting that body woken up. I'll figure out English language one day. So here we go. All right, so we're going to go ahead and shake that out. Now we're going to go palms up. So right away you're going to feel that chest pop. So we're going to interrupt that pattern of our posture and our sitting down forward, sitting down all day, sitting at a computer. We're going reverse circles. And keeping that chest nice and high. We're going to increase and enhance that posture a little bit. The more we throw off our bad habits, we have room to fill them in with better habits, right? All right, so go ahead and let's shake that out. So now what we're going to do knuckles to the temples. Now we're going to exhale as we come in, really stretching that back. Inhale as we open, really opening up that chest. So here we go. We're going to come in. Exhale. Inhale. All right, let's do one more. Really stretch that back. And open up that chest. All right, go ahead and shake that out. Now, what we're going to do, again, today being a little bit different, we're going to add a few more stretches. So we're going to stretch our legs a little bit today. So we're going to go to the floor. We're going to lie flat on our backs, head down on the ground, feet down. We are slowly pulling one leg up, gently pulling that towards your torso and chest, just getting a little bit of resistance, a little stretch on that hamstring and that glute down here. And we're going to hold 3, 2, 1. Go ahead and release. Set that foot all the way down. Recenter. Then pull the other leg up. And the same thing. Gently pull up and towards your chest. Getting that nice stretch. Again, we don't want to feel any pain in these stretches and these movements. And 3, 2, 1. Let's go ahead and set that down, recenter, And we're going to lift both legs up this time, both knees to the chest. We're going to feel a nice stretch in our lower back here. And 3, 2, 1. We're going to go ahead and release that. Okay, so this next one, we're going to have one foot on the floor, the other foot coming across like so, right above the knee. And we're going to, I believe this is called a piriformis stretch. So we're going to really stretch that hip right here. So what we're going to do is we're going to lift, we're going to feed our hands through our legs like so, cross our fingers, and we're going to gently pull with a little bit of pressure. You're going to really feel it on the inside of your hip and your leg on the leg that's crossed in almost like a figure 4. So we're going to hold this. Usually hold for about 10 to 20 seconds depending on the time you have and how you're feeling. So let's go ahead and release that. Down, recenter, other leg across. So ankle on the opposite thigh just above the knee. Feed it, hands through, and gently pull up. And again, feeling that stretch on the inner thigh over here. And go ahead and release in 3, 2, 1. All right. So that's going to be our warm up right now. So we're going to go into our circuit. Now again, this circuit's going to be a little bit slower paced than usual, but very important moves to work on. If you do have any bands at home, I would suggest using this style band around just above the knees. So we're going to start with some air squats. So we're going to go a little bit wider than shoulder width apart with our feet. Now with this one, instead of just doing the movement today, let's really focus on visualizing you kind of spreading your knees out a little bit, having a little bit of pressure. Again, if you have the band, you can use that. But if you don't, that's totally fine. Just go ahead and just visualize and try to knock your legs out a little bit. So we're going to crouch down and back up. Again, keeping that chest high. We're not concerned about the depth of our squat right now. We're concerned about the form and the movement. So let's do 2 more. And 2. Okay. So then we're going to go into a side step. So now again, having that band is beneficial if you have one. If not, that's okay. But I do suggest everybody have a set of these bands on hand because they are great for mobility training, movement, balance, and stuff like that. So we're going to go into a side step. So we're going to go down almost into a squat position. And we're going to step to the side, step to the side. And now I know some people don't have a whole lot of room in their workout or their gym at home. So just go 2 and then over 2. 1, 2. Now, if you are a little bit more advanced, let's come up onto the balls of our feet. You know, really getting those ankles involved. So we're going 1, 2, 1, 2. All right, we're going to go 20 seconds. Again, keeping that constant pressure. You're going to feel it on the outside of your legs, the outside of your hips here. So let's go. 3, 2, 1. All right. We're going to go to the floor. Again, having that band is beneficial in these movements, but not required. So we're going to go into a glute bridge. So we're coming down to the ground, back flat, feet flat, and we are going to raise, squeezing that glute, keeping that core nice and tight. All right, here we go. We're going to go 20 seconds. We want to make sure we're pausing at the top. 1 to 2 seconds, just get that glute, that contraction. All right, let's do one more. All right. So here we're going to kind of when I see this move done, this exercise, I kind of think of this old, like Suzanne Summers videos and stuff like that, the videos of the 80s and the 90s. But you know what we're gonna do? We're gonna bring that back right now. So we're gonna come into our sides. We're gonna come down like so. Again, if you have a band, use it here as well. But we're going to lift and down. We're going to really contract and utilize the outside of our legs. We're going to go do some abductor exercises. So we're going 20 seconds. All right, and 3, 2, 1. All right, we're going to reverse to the other side, other leg. I'm going to spin around here. Again, same thing, same movement, opposite side. Keeping that core nice and tight. We're just lifting. So we're going 20 seconds. Here we go. Again, trying to keep constant contraction, but nice, slow, controlled movements. All right, last one. Here we go. All right, so we're gonna get up to our knees here. We're gonna get up on our hands and knees. It's gonna be at a tabletop position. We're gonna go into our fire hydrants. So with this one, we're going to be down on all fours like so. We're going to, the best we can, we're gonna keep our core tight, our hips, shoulders aligned, and we are going to kick a knee out and down. We're going to open up those hips, work that glute. And I'll turn here so you can see it from the side, from the front, and we're going to go 20 seconds each side. So here we go. We're going to kick out and down. Again, we don't want to break that alignment where we're kicking like so and twisting our back. We want to try to keep that nice and straight, nice and tight. And here we go. We're going to go 3, 2, 1. All right, we're switching legs. Opposite side, 20 seconds. Again, working that glute, opening up those hips. Nice, slow, controlled movements. It's not a race. There we go. In 3, 2, 1. All right, we are almost at the end of our circuit, or round 1. We're going to do 2 rounds as usual. So with this one, it's more of a stretch. So we're going to take our feet like so. We're going to cross one behind the other. Now, with the left leg back, left arm up, we're going to take this over like so. And you're gonna feel a nice stretch along the outside of your thigh over on this side here. And we're gonna hold this, again, 10 to 20 seconds. And then go ahead and release. Back to center, other side. So now right leg, kick back, like so. Then we're right arm up and over. Again, we want to feel a nice stretch, some discomfort to get that nice stretch in, but we do not want pain. We're going to feel that on the outside of that leg, the outside of that thigh and the hip area right here. All right, releasing in 3, 2, 1. All right, now you might feel a little weird right now, so we're gonna march in place, Just get that movement back into those thighs and that hip area. So we're gonna march for 20 seconds. Just to get that feeling back to center here. All right, and 3, 2, 1. All right, great job. That is round 1. We're going to take a quick break. Again, today's more about building our foundation and increasing our function. You know, again, like I said, it's working on our stability and our balance, especially moving forward as we get older. The sooner we start working on that, the better it is for us in the future. Most of us tend to like the flashy, sexy moves in the gym, the fun moves, and it's these moves here that we're working on today that I believe set that foundation and set that structure to be able to have better movement in our day-to-day, in our gym life, in our fitness life. So it's working on the foundation and the basics that I think is vital to basically all of our movement throughout our day. Quick little hydration, and we're gonna get to round 2. All right, little bit less rest time today because it is a little bit less intense of a circuit. So we're gonna go into our air squats. Here we go. Again, trying to keep constant pressure on the outsides of our legs here. So keeping our knees roughly above our second toe. You know, it's kind of like a rule of thumb alignment we want to go by. So we're going 20 seconds, squatting down, keeping that neck nice and neutral, and chest high. All right, in 3, 2, 1. Okay, we're going to our side steps. So again, if you are a little bit more advanced, going on your balls of the feet, really incorporate some of that ankle and balance and stability, right? So here we go. We're going side steps, 20 seconds. Keeping constant tension and constant control. You know, if you are a little off balance in some of these movements, just slow down, get your footing, take your time, especially in the gym, in your workouts. This is not a time for a race, you know, unless you're training for a race. All right, 3, 2, 1. Okay, we're going back down to the ground for our glute bridge. So here we go. Again, on our backs, feet flat. We are lifting, contracting those glutes, keeping that core activated nice and tight, and down. 20 seconds, here we go. Again, 1 to 2 second pause at the top. Here we go, and 3, 2, 1. All right, we are going to our side leg lifts here. So we're coming down to the ground and we're lifting, we're going 20 seconds. Here we go. Again, really working those hips, working our core. You know, we want to remember that our core is not just our abs and doing a bunch of crunches. And 3, 2, 1. All right, we're reversing. Other leg. You know, when you think of your core, try to think of your glutes, your abs, your obliques. You know, we want to work this entire area here. So we're going 20 seconds. I think some people just tend to think that working your core is just working out your ab muscles, but that's really not the reality of it. So I think switching our definition of a core workout is really vital to our mentality. All right, 3, 2, 1. And our understanding of the human body that we're working on so hard every day. So we're gonna go into our fire hydrants. So again, here, we're getting a nice solid foundation, keeping our shoulders, hips aligned, and we are kicking out. 20 seconds, here we go. One leg first, and then we'll switch to the other side. All right, in 3, 2, 1. All right, switching legs. We are going 20 seconds. Really opening up those hips, squeezing that glute at the top. All right, 3, 2, 1. Okay, we're getting up. Last two exercises of this session today. We're going into the stretch for our outer leg here. So we're gonna go left leg back, across, and now we are taking our left arm up and over. Again, you don't want to feel pain here, so go to where you feel a nice tightness and a nice stretch. And let's go 3, 2, 1, release. Back to center. We're going right leg back. So we're going right leg back, right arm up and over, like so. Getting that stretch in. Feeling some tightness myself. Some tightness right here. So here we go. We're gonna hold that for 3, 2, 1. All right, back to center. Again, you may feel a little wobbly. These are not natural movements to a lot of people. So we're gonna go march in place and just loosen that up a little bit. We're going 20 seconds, and that's gonna end our 2 rounds for the day. Again, if you're watching live, join me in a quick little stretch, cool down. If you're watching the replay, feel free, if you're feeling great right now, feel free to pause the video, do another round, do round 3, then continue it and do the cool down and the stretches. All right, so we are complete with our circuit and our rounds for today. So let's just drop down. We're gonna do a couple little stretches before we end our session. And now what we're gonna do, we're gonna go down to that tabletop. We're going down to all 4s. Again, similar to the fire hydrant. We're keeping aligned, hips, shoulders, and we are going to take our right arm. We're gonna feed it through. And we're gonna feed this through, giving that upper back a nice stretch. Stretch to the thoracic spine. And back to center. Now, left arm, same thing, other side. Feeding it through. Really stretching that back. And back to center. All right, we're gonna stay in this position. We're going into our cat-cow. So again, this one, we're gonna really utilize our breathing. So now that we're calming down from our workouts, I really like to promote trying to breathe into your belly, into your diaphragm. A lot of us tend to breathe high in our chests from our anxiety and stresses throughout our day and throughout our life. In these moments, we get to take these moments to really focus on our breathing, get more oxygen into the body and the blood, and we're gonna focus on our breathing, trying to inhale, belly out, exhale, belly in. And we're gonna do that same breathing in the cat-cow. So, inhaling, Exhaling. Really stretching that spine high. Inhaling. Exhaling. One more. All right, relax back to center. And as usual, we're going to drop down into child's pose. So we're going to open up those knees a little bit wider. We're going to open up those hips, stretch out that lower back. We're going to fall back, walk those hands out. And again, breathing into that belly. We want to take deeper breaths than we normally do. And here I usually like to take this moment to set our intentions for the day, set my intentions for the day, how I want my day to go. I know I'm going to get knocked off. I know I'm going to get distracted. But setting my intention and really seeing how I want my day to go provides a roadmap for me to get back to when I am distracted and thrown off by just life. All right, so let's take one deep breath in, filling that belly, and release. And when you are ready, you can sit up. We are complete for the day. I thank you for joining me on the live. Thank you for joining me on the replay. If you'd like to see anything in particular, please send me a message. Let me know if there's any kind of movements or exercises that you'd like to see in future classes. Again, my name is Phil Harding, certified personal trainer and nutrition coach. And I do have some spots available for additional coaching if you are interested. So please reach out to me. Love to connect, hear about your journey and where you're at. And again, as usual, you and only you are responsible for your happiness. And nobody can take that away from you. So thank you. Have an amazing day. Have a blessed day. And make it amazing because you are responsible. All right. Have a great day, all.